this is because ever since I seen that Portland protest. Did you guys see that?
The Bible burning?
How they burned the Bible and they burned the American flag.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you burning my Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rock with you, dog. I just can't, man. You can't burn my Bible, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
there's a lot been going on in the NBA. Recently, Orlando Magic forward Jonathan Isaac. Did you guys hear about that? About him not kneeling for the anthem?
Yep.
Yeah.
He wasn't letting up on that reporter though. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, the reporter, she was trying to go in on him.
She was corny.
Yeah.
She was like, well, what's the difference between religion and kneeling? Like, what do you like? What's the correlation?
She's like, so do Black Lives Matter? You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Ain't nobody saying let's go ahead and justify police brutality just because they're trying to kneel. Like, come on, get out of here.
But wait, let's rewind for those that don't or they haven't heard about it. Jonathan, we said Austin, was it?
Isaac.
Where I get that from? Jonathan Isaac, Orlando Magic, didn't kneel, but I think he said he spoke to his. I believe he said he spoke to his teammates about it. They respected his decision and all that, but he wasn't kneeling. So he got during the press conference.
Wait, not only did he not kneel, but he didn't wear the BLM.
He didn't wear the BLM shirt. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? His teammates didn't really mess with him about it or give him a hard time about it from what he says. But it seems the reporters felt like they had to grill him about it. So
Fake news.
They should have pulled that Trump on him, right? Like, oh, no, next. You are fake news.
Exactly.
They grilled him, and he responded, for me, Black lives are supported through the gospel. All lives are supported through the gospel. We all have things that we can do wrong, and sometimes it gets to a place that we're pointing fingers at who's wrong is worse. And who's wrong is seen. So I feel like the Bible tells us that we all fall short of God's glory. That will help bring us closer together and get past skin color and get past anything that's on the surface and doesn't really get into the hearts of men or women.
And then and then the reporter, that's when she asked him, well, you know, what is the correlation between not, you know, kneeling or not kneeling and religion? Like, how are you tying that together or whatever case? And he went right back to saying what he said. Like,
right. He was glorifying Jesus the whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
now this is similar to the whole Sam Coonrod situation with believers taking a stance.
Right.
But I'll even throw in a twist. This is a little different because now you have someone who's actually Black, right?
Right.
And now you can't use racism anymore.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing. I think that's a great thing for the conversation because a lot of times it gets dismissed when it's somebody who isn't Black. It's like, oh, you're racist. You know what I mean? Whatever. But when it's someone who's Black, then you really gotta address the argument, right?
Yes.
You can't just dismiss it because of someone's skin color, ironically. You know, and you really have to talk about it. In this case, one of his quotes, he said, I believe that Black Lives Matter. Kneeling while wearing a Black Lives Matter t-shirt doesn't go hand in hand with supporting Black lives.
Right.
I kind of agree with that, man, because ain't nobody talking about
BLM.
You know.
Well, listen, I'm gonna say it like some people been saying now.
What's
that?
And this is because ever since I seen that Portland protest. Did you guys see that?
The Bible burning?
How they burned the Bible and they burned the American flag.
Yeah.
I mean, you burning my Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't rock with you, dog. I just can't, man. You can't burn my Bible, man. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all people in Portland y'all just Now y'all got me wanting Trump to send the agents out on y'all. Yeah?
Send those federal agents.
Send them agents, yo. Pull them minivans up now. Y'all
All right. Yeah. Unmarked minivans. Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
Wow.
I kind of felt like maybe that was a response because of these two situations with the sports. And I'm not gonna, a lot of Christians have been taking, you see both sides. Some people support BLM that are Christians, some don't. But you have seen Christians that, they read into the BLM and you start seeing the pushback, obviously, because we don't accept that type of lifestyle, right? For the things that they affirm or they want to keep affirming. So I feel like maybe they were just on some, all right, like y'all want to bring religion in it, we're gonna burn your Bible with it. You're gonna burn your Bible too. You know what I'm saying? Did you guys get that from them burning the Bible because of everything that's been going on? Or
I didn't, but that's a good observation. I mean, I didn't put them together like that. But then again, I didn't even really read into what they were, the article that brought it up or whatever the case. But yeah, it's possible, man. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that they're hostile towards the gospel, especially.
Bars.
Especially like when you read what the guiding principles are, right? There's nothing in there in regards to God or the faith or anything like that. In fact, it's contrary to what Scripture talks about when it comes to like family and relationships and whatnot. So it's no surprise whatsoever. I've seen that like a big critique is that from Christians is that you could support BLM and not support the
organization.
The organization. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because from outside looking in, how do people know who you're supporting?
Right. Exactly. Like what you stand for, And then I also don't like the segmenting of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if the issue is, which I believe it is, police brutality, you know what I'm saying, and the police and the government exploiting their position of power, being unaccountable. That's something that we need to address. But when you segment it and you're only putting you're only making one race or one group, one demographic a priority over the other, I think that creates problems. You know what I'm saying? And being that this is a demographic that is trying to fight that, I think that anybody who's fighting police brutality needs all the allies that they can get, man. And I think that segmenting it to just Black lives, when clearly the data shows that a whole lot of folks are being killed by police. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that we should really focus more on the issue of police brutality, than trying to push the agenda of this organization,
Yeah. But I think it's so I think it's a little bit more than that.
Okay.
So police brutality is what basically sparked a lot of this.
Right.
And then kind of pushed it out further to where, they have people kind of fed up and digging in more into, we can't deal with this anymore. So I can kind of see where the frustration is, because although it is a police brutality issue, and that's been going on, and I think police are an issue in general, like, like you were saying, but I can see them using Black Lives Matter, not the organization, but using the hashtag, using the saying, to get attention to everything that's going on. I think the organization kind of just weaseled their way in there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And just used the term, you know what I'm saying? And then it just took off from there. But right now, because that's why it makes it so hard to separate the two, because of them. But, I think right now everybody's just trying to bring attention to it more because of not just police brutality, but redlining, but just bringing awareness to the systemic racism, the inequalities with just, you know, in the courts, right? So
Yeah.
just about everything, man. Schools, education, man, you name it. There's been all kind of inequalities for people of color, and you know, it started with Black Lives Matter, but you know, we know it's more than just blacks that are facing these injustices, you know, when it comes to things like that.
That's why we got LLM.
What's that? Latin Lives?
Latin Lives Matter. You heard? It's coming out. Shop that's not Christian.com.
Now you can't do that because they
that's not gonna be out.
You get jumped, bro.
Yeah, they feel like what you mean?
I'm taking away from
like
them.
they feel like it's an attack to them, man. And
right. Which is that's just a
now you got Back the Blue. Did you guys see that? Back the Blue is
that's
out.
been like
that's
that.
been out. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the people have been supporting cops forever, man.
Oh yeah, but now they did a little mural thing in front of I think one of Trump's.
I did see that.
Courts or something like that. The Supreme Court. I gotta fact check that, but I know they did a mural.
I know.
They do a mural.
Georgia has back the badge license plates where it has the blue.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it has a blue outline around the place with a badge.
That's what you got?
You get one of those so you don't get pulled over. So the cops are like,
I don't have one of those, but that's a good. That's good. I'm gonna see how I get one of those now.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta support the cop sticker on my truck.
Yeah, you don't have. You
do you?
I do.
I never.
You know how I feel.
What's funny?
You have wait. We need to rewind that. Jimmy has a support the cops sticker on his truck.
Yep.
This is the same dude. Now, weren't you for defunding the police?
And I ain't been pulled over since. I put that sticker on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep it that way. You know what I mean? Like, don't pull me over.
Yo, somebody at this dude, man. Adam, man.
He's funding. That's smart. You don't want to get pulled over. Put one of them joints so that they think you know what I mean. Yo, listen.
Do people curse you out?
If they could put on the uniform, right, and pretend that they protect and serve, even though the Supreme Court has already said that they're not obligated to protect and serve, right? So they put on the uniform, acting and pretending like they out here, you know what I mean, for the people. Then I could put a sticker on my truck and act like I'm for the cops.
What's funny, the new PBA cards, the one that I got for this year, it says,
get out of jail this free card.
Yeah, this members supports
the PBA.
Yeah, supports police something. Wow. I forgot. I don't got my wallet, so I can't really say. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's it. Because before I never used to say that. It just have the organization logo. And then NYPD, and then like either a backdrop of the skyline or whatever. That's it. But this time it's different.
So I've heard people say, right, because with like Back the Blue, right, and then Black Lives Matter, I've heard people say that the phrase alone, Black Lives Matter, is racist, and then people keep saying all lives matter. Now, do you guys think that it is a racist term? Because I've heard another side where it says
we talked about this.
Black Lives Matter in the sense where we're not talking about we're more like they're saying we're not more superior than everyone else, but we feel like we need as much equality as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So there's two sides of the spectrum. Some people see it as, oh, Black Lives Matter is a supremacy thing, and then other people are saying it's not a supremacy thing. We're coming from equality rather than we're more superior than anybody kind of thing.
That's where Terry Crews got beat up at.
Oh yeah, he said white people matter too.
Right. Well, he said
everybody.
He said when you take it to an extreme, it comes off as black supremacy.
Well, it does seem that way because I haven't seen BLM pull up for anybody like no Latinos, but I see Latinos at BLM protests. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen BLM like
and a lot of white
mention any Latinos who have been killed by cops at all. So I can see why people would see it as like a black supremacy type of thing because you don't see any of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you guys think that the efforts have? I can't see how some of the efforts have been productive in certain things that have been changing, and I mean, it's gotten extreme to a sense, but some things that were rooted in racism are starting to like change. Even the brands, right? We talked about Aunt Jemima and all those things,
right?
Like, so it seems like after all this, it seems like people being more considerate towards how they act towards the African American community, in a sense. You guys see that as well, or do y'all be like, nah, it's just don't all answer me at once?
Man,
More considerate. Right? I think people are just afraid of being canceled, man, and so they go out of the way as to they're kind of cautious about how they communicate themselves and what they embrace and what they endorse. Man, I don't see any changes, man. Like Portland has been like what, almost 100 days or something like that, maybe over 100 days that they've been testing. What has changed?
Yeah.
Like what has changed in legislation? You got a couple of senators who have put forth some bills to make police accountable, and none of those bills have passed. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen out of everything in my feed about people who are supporting BLM. Nobody is talking about the bills that are on the table, to make cops accountable. Like nobody's talking about it. You know what I mean?
And not to mention, I haven't seen neither one of the candidates speak on the issues on how they're gonna make any changes.
Right.
So, and then one of the issues that BLM has is this crime bill, right? And Biden still, he has no plans of changing that.
Right.
And which kind of, I'm confused as to people who want Trump out so bad, and want to vote for Biden just to get Trump out. So, you know what I'm saying? The crime bill stays. Like, y'all mad at Trump, but he's been trying to do this prison reform. Biden has no plans of doing the prison reform or defunding anything. So,
and you know what's interesting about that crime bill is some of our own leaders, right? African American leaders were for it. They were saying like, we need something like this. You know what I'm saying? They were pushing for that type of enforcement against drugs because they saw how it was,
but that
ruining the community and stuff like that.
But that was the cover up. That was the face of it. Like, we going this is for drugs. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we don't know who got hit hardest though.
But what I mean is like the own leaders of our communities were the ones that were like standing with it. You know what I mean? And then now it's like, oh no, this is the worst thing that happened. You know what I mean?
Their palms got greased during that time.
That's what happened. The palms got greased.
Man, listen, you know it. Everybody, people, politicians, especially local politicians, they'll accept a nice little kickback just to, for support, I mean, you know what it is, but I don't believe it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, that's just for those listeners that's on the fence of this whole Trump versus Biden. I mean, I don't see a difference there,
You don't see a difference between the two?
I mean, I don't see a different. I don't see much of a difference as far as the way people are speaking on them. I mean, I do see.
Yeah, I don't see Biden as like, if we're talking about this issue, I don't see Biden as a better option, or he has better ideas, because he had 8 years in office with Obama, and he didn't do anything about police brutality. And we discussed that at the last show.
Right, I was saying, how many years in Congress altogether? Just
right,
how many
and that
years,
part too.
I mean, we talking like 30-something years, close to 40 years,
longer than we've been alive.
Right, in a position to actually make changes. He hasn't done anything. And y'all mad at a dude that never been into politics and came in and just ruffled everybody's feathers. Yeah. know what I'm saying? 4 years. And Biden been there for how many years and he ain't do nothing? And y'all,
Like the
this is the guy you want?
He did do something.
Yeah, he helped with this crime bill.
Right.
That got a lot of our family members 20, 30 years in life.
Right.
For not even a key of coke. So
wow.
Couple grams.
I mean, I don't know. Y'all go ahead and pick your poison. But don't complain after.